This episode of Late Night with Ed Money is brought to you in part by Gubba Rum, where it's handcrafted artisanal rum in amazing flavors like vanilla and coconut in a striking hand-painted bottle. You can get this at your local spirit store or order direct from them. You just go to gubbarum.com or 617-964-6299. That's Gubba Rum, America's newest handcrafted rum. And Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant, located in downtown Amherst. And if you're local to them, dial for carryout at 440-985-FOOD. Or go to their website, which is ziggyspubandrestaurant.com. If it's a sporting event that you want to see, don't forget your sunglasses, because they have so many 4K TVs it'll burn your retinas. So go to Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant in downtown Amherst.
We hope you're enjoying your visit here this evening. Now, on with the show.
I'll make it go away. Oh, my bad. You gotta start that over.
Warning, what you're about to hear is an adult show. You'll hear anecdotal stories and humorous situations meant for adults. In essence, kids, don't listen or try this at home. Everything you're about to hear is done by drunk, trained professionals. Now enjoy the show.
Deep within the pit of despair, balls of Christ, dude.
Okay, and why, hello, my friends. You're listening to Late Night with Ed Money here on our website, which is edmoneylive.com, where it's real people have real conversation about life. You can reach us on a ton of sites. Go to the main site. There's a ton of different ones that you can choose from. You can listen in your car. You can listen in anywhere you want, as long as you have someone that can like, share, subscribe, click, get the dog, the cat, the fish. If you got an iguana, some form of creature that has a little talon that can click, like, share, subscribe. Thank you for all things you do. You're always listening to myself. What's that? You distracted me.
Do it.
Just do it. That's right. Thank you for all the things you do. You're always listening to myself, Ed Money. Right over here is CPAP Chuck. What's up?
Cashing in. Chuck's
Money.
Cashing in.
I always wondered who threw that money sound in.
That was me.
I thought it was Wayne. Now I know who it is. And today, last but not least, he's right down kind of below me and Chuck, is Ringus, the Bionic Pampered Prepper.
Good evening, everybody.
Ow, I moved. Ow.
You're the one shooting the gun. That's the weird part about it.
That's the weird thing about it. We're going to thank you for all the music. We're going to be leaving you with a little country song from a group called Wildfire. It's damaged, but we still work. So check that out. It's a good song. You'll like it. It's I love country to a point, but these girls make it worthwhile. They're really good. So check it out. At the end, I want to thank real quick Corey from Diced and Yoked, which I'll talk about in a second. The other one is Derek at One War Clothing. I want to thank him. I want to thank Zach at Buckeye Brownies. Oh my God, these brownies are incredible. And I want to talk about this one guy. We had a show. That's where I met these guys from, which I'll get to in a second. But we had a ton of different stuff that happened recently. Audience members, we did like back to back shows. One, Chuck, you didn't get a chance to see. Did you go to? We had Ace Frehley. For anyone out there that's a Kiss fan,
was not able to make that. I went to see the Circle Jerks at House of Blues, but I believe Rangus went to Ace Frehley.
Yeah, you did. What'd you think of it? Just curious. You know, it's okay if you didn't like it, Rangus. You're not hurting my feelings or anyone else's feelings.
No, it
wasn't.
I thought it would be a little different. I thought it'd be a little more. But it was not bad at all. He played all good songs. It sounded good.
Well,
the audience was into it. Just I thought he was younger.
He's not. Here's the first, and I'm worried because I'm worried we have a curse going on at now recently at where I work because we've had a series of deaths of people that played. Yeah.
They're not drinking from the well in the basement, are they?
I'm not saying that. Like we had a really big local kind of artist. He was a radio guy. Michael Stanley was there, and then he played his last concert, and then he died. You know what I mean? And then
did he play at the Palace?
He played Michael Stanley played the Palace before he died.
It like his last show?
Yes, the last show Michael Stanley did was at our place. He played at the Palace. It was sold out, and then he died. And then we just recently we had this old. And see, I'm not into some they call them crooners. You know what I mean, like the old style Dean Martin, Rat Pack kind of old style singer. For people our generation would understand what the Rat Pack is. But this Bobby Wright, which was this. And I'm going to say it. It's so horrible. The concert was horrible for me.
Was it?
Well,
was he like a good performer and it just wasn't your thing?
He didn't.
Or was it just like, ooh?
Well, this is when this guy he came on stage. Well, he came backstage with me and I'm in the wing. And then
would you fight him? He came backstage with me. I took a swing at him.
I told you motherfuckers to stay away.
Nobody back here.
We had a chair backstage because he was super, super pissed off because we didn't have a restroom on the same floor as him. We had.
Were you like, hold on, let me get some contractors in here?
Well, it was downstairs. You had to either go downstairs backstage or upstairs to go to the restroom.
Yeah, but it's not like it's 17 flights.
Well, yeah,
but for an old guy,
he was 78 at the time.
So just put a bumper dumper over there in the wall.
Oh,
yeah, get a porta potty right by the back garage door. Boom, there you go, sir.
The guy was a chain smoker to boot, and he actually turned on the AC in his dressing room and was like chiefing it, you know.
All that does is recirculate the air.
Anyway, so he was pissed off, and he came backstage, and we had a chair backstage because he had to go to the restroom, and he was like 78, and he sat down next to me because he was winded from coming from the dressing room,
from chain smoking cigarettes and coming from the dressing room.
And then he went out.
Sounds like Ed gone to the bathroom.
Right, and then he walked out on stage and did his entire performance sitting in a chair. The entire performance was like sitting like this, and he just sang.
Did you give him a shitty folding chair, one of them wooden ones, so his ass would hurt?
Oh, the ones that like your fucking balls go numb after like 5 minutes. Get me off this fucking thing. The ones they used to have in like the church auditoriums.
We didn't pinch your fingers in the motherfuckers.
We didn't give him a D because he didn't want it, so we just gave him like those old school folding chairs. They're
made out of like oak. And they're just hard as a rock, dude.
No, it was made of that nylon, but half of them are ripped or torn. Was worried about separating them.
You don't know. This is people don't get either. Those are terrible. We're in a theater. We don't have like fantastic chairs for our.
You can go to Shitty City on sale and get a fucking rolling chair for these feet. Fucking
no. We tried that one time. We had a
buy Tractor Supply.
We had a rolling chair on stage for someone, and they sat because the theater.
They rolled. Was it like sitting in my dining room floor?
Yes, it was. It's like for the audience. If you go to the YouTube channel, you'll see this. He sat on the chair. One guy, I can't remember what artist it was another old timer, and he sat down in the chair and was like just kind of slowly rolling off stage like this because the floor is at this time of year the floor starts buckling a little bit in certain sections, and so
it sound safe.
It is. Well, no, it is. It's underlayment. It's on top of the tongue and groove flooring, but it buckles because of humidity. You know what I mean? So when you sit on it, you kind of roll on. So we got this chair for him, and he was just uncomfortable. The son of a bitch. Well, Bobby Rydell just died in his last show. Was it?
Oh boy,
with us.
Oh boy.
Well, Ace Frehley just did this show, and
he's good.
Dude, I had to run spot because we needed a spot operator. Isaac says, "Can you get up on the spot to do the spot?" And I go, "Well, I guess I can. Not a problem." So I hustled my cookies up to the tower, and I'm up there doing this. I even text Rangus this. And so I said, dude, when Ace Frehley came out on stage, I swear he had rickets. You know what I mean? The way
he almost died in an accident like years ago. I'm sure it all caught up to him.
Well, he had like bow legs.
Looks like his arms don't want to open all the way. Like they're partial roboto.
Oh, I get it. Okay. Yeah, he's having joint issues.
Arthritis. Yeah, bad arthritis and stuff. But he managed to throw 350 picks off the fucking stage. Motherfucker was a pick throwing boomerang tossing motherfucker.
On top of it. Right. When they was doing Chuck, I've never seen. Okay. When you would perform, did you ever toss your picks
as a joke? You know what I mean? It just as a joke.
Minute. What do you mean as a joke?
Because we were idiots. We're like, you know.
This dude was
motherfucker threw 3 picks a song.
No, we did it like as a joke. Like at the end of our set, we'd be like, man.
No.
And just laugh because we're like, oh, this is how fucking ridiculous.
No, these guys, all of them. Ace had, let's see, 1, 2, 3 other guys on stage with him, plus the drummer. And they were like ninja throwing stars, Chuck. They were like,
even the drummer was throwing picks and he doesn't even play a guitar. He kept hitting Ace in the back of the head. Hey!
He's laughing, but I kid you not. 3 picks a fucking song these motherfuckers are throwing. Bing-a-ling-ling fling, bing-a-ling-ling fling, bing-a-ling-ling fling, fling, fling.
They did.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they did. And the people, if you would have seen the people, they were like seals catching fish. They were out there going, ooh, ooh, ooh.
They wanted an Ace Frehley pick.
They were, and I've got 3 of them.
They were in piss on the floor.
Yes, they were all. Oh, no, they just said that was horrible.
They were stuck in the back of Ace's hair from the drummer. Let me get that for you, Ace.
You know those fuckers were on the floor, Ed.
Oh yeah, they were. There's no denying they were on the floor. So I got them. Because I always
they were next to the patties.
Right. I always find picks and stuff like that on the broken. Dude, this is another thing that I didn't understand what band members did, because I think his drummer did it when they play. And I'm not a drummer, so any drummers out there, get a hold of us. That when they play, they break a stick, which I don't understand how you break a stick. Well, if you're hitting the drum head, how are you breaking a stick?
It happens. Sticks break. That's why they have a whole quiver of them on the fucking drum.
Well, yeah, and then these drummers bring it upon themselves to chuck a stick,
a sharpened stick, a broken stick end into the crowd. There's poor Ace again. Damn it! Am I bleeding?
And he's probably a good 30 foot from the edge of the fucking stage.
He is, yeah. It's crazy. And the drummer's
Poor Ace succumbed to his injuries.
I mean, I don't. He's got
broke a drumstick.
He's got picks and drumsticks in the back of his head, hit like an aorta or something. Shooting the blood out. It was just, I was like, oh my God. So Ace Frehley's out there. And, it's just not my thing, which is cool. I mean, God bless all these. I know that Leibowitz was all excited because he got to
Ace
meet
fucking Frehley.
He got to meet it. It's just not, I don't care. So I'm on.
Yeah.
So I'm
Did
on.
he get pictures with Ace to post on the website?
I don't know. I didn't see on his face, or not on ours either, any photos with him. Maybe he's gonna.
He put on a good show, dude. I mean, I left probably maybe 2 songs left. I think is when I left. Well, the fight, right?
I was going to get to that. Hold on. Wait. Yes. There was. Rankus was there. So, audience, it's not like I make this shit up. There was a bunch of shows I want to talk about. Well, Ace Frehley's one of them. So, Rankus was there to witness it. Many times I talk about stuff and I've had people go, that stuff really doesn't happen. Yes, it does. I don't make this, all the shit that I say is real life.
Happens.
Not
Are you
only
sure?
there, yes, not only there, but most of the stuff I talk about is real from semi, maybe 4 out of 20. But anyways,
Right.
so we had doing the show, and I know that he wore glasses. Now, Chuck, when you did shows, did you have spotlights and lighting and all this stuff? And did it bother your eyes or no?
It didn't bother my eyes at all.
Okay, because there's are many artists that'll go on stage and they'll wear sunglasses because the spot, like I'm on the spot, it's direct in their face, and it pisses people like Tech Man Isaac off. Pisses. So if you're an artist and you're going to be playing at it pisses him no end when artists do this, like they can't see, and then they tell him, "Can you turn the house lights up so I can see the audience?" It pisses him off to no end because he's put so much time and effort into writing lighting
programming.
cues.
Yeah.
Yes, getting everything set for their show, because what some of these artists don't understand. Hey, look, man, people pay to see you, not you to see them. I understand you feed off the energy of the audience.
Oh, you
and
definitely
everything.
feed off the energy. That's
Do you?
huge.
Go ahead, Rangus.
I'm going to demonstrate Isaac bringing the house lights up.
Oh, this is another. This is
He touches the fucking tablet. Honest to God, the tablet. I'm doing it the wrong
And
side.
it just pisses him off.
And to the right of his desk is a fucking iPad. Oh, wait, I missed a skip. Nope, Chuck, I'm wrong. I was wrong. Hold on, wait. Touch and wake up. Swipe. That fucking steps it takes.
Rangus, and this
Two
is funny.
Fucking steps.
During that
Come on,
show,
Isaac.
during that show, Rangus was actually in the tech booth because I could see you down from my tower. I could see you down there the whole time. I almost wanted to turn the whole spot and put it on you, but
right on.
right on
I
Rangus.
was waiting for that, dude.
Right. So Rangus was there the whole time, having a good time. That the show was insane. Women, people were dancing, whatever, and he played.
See any boobs?
I
couldn't.
did not.
I couldn't.
But I'm
from
going
where
to
I
tell
was
you,
at.
the entire crowd, which was spread all over the Palace Theater, when Ace came on, right down to the
Right
stage.
to the front.
Yeah, they were right down. Yeah, right down
They
there.
wanted to see it up front.
Yeah,
Right on.
And he
He's a fucking legend. Why would you not want to?
he tried to do some of the the songs that he did, and remember he would play his guitar. He tried this thing. This is the Ace Frehley show, audience, not the other stuff that are coming. But he was he was playing, and it was supposed to he would do a couple tunes, and then he was like a honey badger. He didn't give.
He just didn't give a shit because he's Ace motherfucking Frehley.
He's Ace Frehley. This is okay. My thing is with tribute bands, you're not that artist. Okay, if you want your tribute Bruce Springsteen tribute band, you're not Bruce Springsteen.
You're not
act
the
like
boss.
You're not the boss. This dude. So if he plays Kiss, he's gonna do. He was Kiss. It's not like he's pretend. He was Kiss. He was there.
He wrote some of these, if not all.
Yes.
He wrote a lot.
However, he has to worry about copyright stuff. You know what I mean?
No,
'Cause-
no, he doesn't. He does
I
not.
don't
He said,
know.
"Fuck that." He's told Gene Simmons to fuck off.
Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say. He did, and he played a couple of Kiss Kiss songs, and he had his guys sing them.
Right on.
You know, but he didn't per se sing it. He played it, and there was this one thing where Ace came out, and his guitar was like lit up. I don't know.
Back in the New York groove, baby.
Yes, it was back.
Okay.
Back in the New York groove. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I can, for the, maybe I'll put that, Ed, during
His guitar,
auditing,
Chucky,
during
had
editing.
5 panels of LEDs. So it went blink,
Yeah.
blink,
Yeah.
blink, and then it got faster as the
Fast-
song went
yeah,
on.
it's-
So the
Oh,
end.
that's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. It's all lit up. Now, maybe I could put that as background here as long as we're talking over it anyways. So, but, you know, because since we're talking over it, it's
Yeah.
not like we're playing a song. So,
It
Ed
sounded
remembered that
good,
in
dude.
editing.
He played the song.
Yeah, he was playing. He's playing it, but there was this one song where he was playing, and it was supposed to be simulated like his fingers are going real fast. So it was supposed to look like smoke, like his fingers were catching on fire. You know what I mean? Like smoking. And he looks back at the guy as he's playing. He's like going. He's playing, and he looks back at the guy, and the guitar goes. That's all that came out. And so he thought, okay, well, that's, you know, maybe it's not working right or something. Because I could see from the,
It might not work right because he had one of his things back in the day was he had the flaming, fucking sparking, smoking guitar.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember I
guitar.
told you that we had that tribute band.
Oh yeah, the
that
tribute
came-
band,
And the guy got
high.
high and he just stopped playing right on stage because I guess Ace Frehley had his thing where the guitar would fly out of his hands.
Oh, I don't know
Or-
about that part.
Yeah, well, the guy got high and he just stopped. Like he just went, you know, and
And then just walked off.
just. Well, the
Fuck
Ace
this
was
place.
playing. This is what happened. Is he's playing the. And he looks back at the guy and he goes, and just this one puff of smoke coming out. So you know, he just kind of looked back and just the guy just went like, oh, it's supposed to be
Yeah, right.
working.
Shit happens.
I'm pushing the button, you know, I don't know what's going on. And then all of a sudden, it just started coming out like it went on fire. And then
Like
he's like,
somebody's like, okay, it was on 1. Let's see what
Yes.
11 does.
let's see what 11 does. And then it just started coming out the whole time. And then he couldn't see his fingers. And you could hear like it going blink, 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 blink. You know what I mean?
But Chucky, seriously, should he have to see his fingers?
Well,
Not really.
at that age, though, you know, I don't know.
What
you
is
know,
his glaucoma's kicking in or what?
he's got.
I don't know what he was
Betas.
trying to play though, to be honest. So you know,
You know,
But-
I'm
that
not a
could be,
lead guy. That's another thing too. Lead guitar. You might want to see because he was doing solos, so you might want to see
Why
the
didn't,
neck
why
of
didn't
the
he
guitar.
walk so it wafted away?
Oh God, he couldn't. You saw him; he could barely walk on stage, dude. And he had cowboy boots on, Chucky. And as soon as he got off the stage, they had a guy with a robe and slippers.
dude, good for him.
just get right. And they almost like dragged him backstage, like he's just. They just-
Like he got rigid instantly.
Yes,
They just
Oh.
that's not a
he did
joke.
burning him across the
Yes,
stage.
yes, on and it almost like he just was being like Weekend at Bernie's. Like just,
Maybe there were wheels in his boots.
What he had?
They were like those
Heelys?
wheelies
Yeah.
or heelys or whatever
Oh
they were.
God,
Heelys.
dude,
Heelys.
we had that. Had that show. Next, we had the muscle show. It was like back to back.
The bodybuilder competition, the all natural
bodybuilder-
bodybuilders. Yeah.
Yes, this one was the national championships, and our friends, the sponsor's wife was there.
Excellent.
Yes, and you know, I talked to her. She didn't remember me. She knew because he, you know, our I can say the bar, the Ziggy's. the bar owner
Your
knows
glowing
us.
personality.
Yeah, the a bar owner knows us, but his wife is
Right.
younger. You know, he was like a year younger, but she was like several, and she knew my younger brothers, but she didn't remember. It was because
Well, maybe she's like, oh God, it's Ed. No, I don't know you.
Because I think did I text you or call you, Chuck, when I said, hey, she's supposed to be in the event? One or the other. I hit you up.
You just said she was supposed to be there, but other
Yes.
than that,
Well, he was there only for a minute because I was so overwhelmed. The brownie company, I want to say, where's it at? The Buckeye Brownie. This too, first of all, they had these brownies. All
Put
right.
the card up to the camera, but let it get in focus because before you just like
Could you see it or no? Is that
stop moving.
Can
There
you
you
see it
go.
there? Okay. If not, maybe I'll put the logo or something on there.
Yeah.
These brownies, for the audience out there, they're a little expensive. What it is,
But you know what?
That's
If they're
because they're
fucking
gourmet.
they're
good, if they're good, it's worth it.
it's not a joke. It's $8 a brownie, but
That's
it's
all right.
It's I'm not even. It
I would
sounds
buy
like
10
I'm
of them then.
It just sounds like I'm exaggerating. It's this big. I can go
Yeah,
grab
but-
one. It's this big.
How many
brownie.
did you get?
Well, what happened was
He's pretty
was-
cheap, Chuck. One, maybe
Yeah.
half.
No.
How many
you'd be
did they
surprised.
give you
How many were left over and you stole?
or relocated into your
I didn't
lunchbox?
steal any. Steal
You
anything
relocated them.
from
How many
this-
did you put out of their misery?
By the looks of it, a lot.
I think you-
They had these brownies, and dude, when I mean, like, if you ever had a really dense,
Yes,
dude, it was they are
but it was moist. It wasn't dry.
right. Well, they
Oh,
had
dude,
like
keep
s'mores
talking.
ones.
Did
Yes,
they have
Chucky's
chocolate
getting-
frosting on them? I
Chucky's getting
love
an erection.
brownies with chocolate frosting.
I could go get them real. They're right. I could.
It's not
like,
going to do me any good. My fat
Yeah,
ass is a
exactly.
mile away. I'm going to go
As he
get it
starts-
now. Oh,
Here,
yeah?
wait, I'm gonna,
Slowly
you know what?
eating it.
I'm gonna go get it for audience.
Oh,
stay.
fuck.
Stay.
Hey,
It's
you
right
son of a
there.
bitch.
It's right there. Hold on.
That's a tease, Chuck. That's all he's
I
fucking
know.
doing.
I wanna-
Look
I'm almost-
what I got.
I'm going to drive over to his house when we're done and punch him right in the face.
Punch him and take that.
And take his
fucking
brownie. Yeah,
Chuck.
the ones he didn't take a bite out of.
Oh, you know,
Fuck.
he's already bitten each one.
Where do you... Oh, my God. He's got a handful.
You got a tub of them.
Hold them up. How many do you have there? Like 5?
Spent that much money.
No, they're $8 a piece, but because I was there, I was working, and he did a show promotion thing with me. So promotion thing with me. I got they had a which Chuck I knew you would like this one. It's a red velvet cake. Look at
Oh, you know
look
I
at
love
how
me some
big
red
it is.
velvet cake.
That's not it's literally as big as my
That is
face.
worth $8, dude. Thanks for sharing.
Red velvet cake. They
I'm
have
gonna start drooling.
this one is the s'mores one.
Okay, I'm down.
This-
Oh, that looks all right. That
I know,
looks good.
and look how thick it is, dude. That's it's like a giant slice of pizza, snickerdoodle, which I wanted to try just because it
Yeah.
was special. And this one was called the Gift, which is a blondie based layered with frosting, cupcake frosting, toaster pastry, and all topped with sugar cookie sprinkles. All on right. So this guy was super cool. You know, I told him I
And you
mentioned him.
Get them as a
bring
sponsor.
you didn't bring the red velvet one over to my house. Why?
I still can. I got to get over your house with the. No, you're not going to be there tomorrow. Oh, I'm really sorry, Chuck.
You can drop it off.
Yeah, motherfucker. Shit.
No, so I just wanted to mention. So, so
Chucky, you
they
better
had
warn
that,
Becky. Don't eat that bitch.
and then I was so pissed. Grace, I'm letting you know from Muscle Vodka. I got the vodka, but here's
Yeah,
the
thanks,
thing.
Grace. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Here's the pisser. Is that so?
Which check out Muscle Vodkas because it is
Yes,
it's
yeah.
decent vodka.
It's awesome.
Yes, you guys will. Chucky will have a bottle, and then Ray gets a bottle tomorrow. So I'll get it to him. But
I'm
then,
out.
listen, Grace, I wanted a photo with you, and I refused to. There was a dude there,
A muscle dude.
a big muscle dude, and I'm like,
Why didn't you get your photo with him, or did you feel inadequate?
no, well, yes, but he's
They're
like,
like,
yes.
who's
he's
this
like-
fluffy guy?
Chucky. It's like shooting marbles. Bink. There goes Ed.
he's like, he goes, I go, are the muscle girls going to show up? He goes, no, I'm here. I'm going to, they do the muscle volume. He says, I thought you'd be here. I said, yeah. And I said, he goes, you want a photo with me? I'm like, no. It's
You want to
so
touch my
mean, but I'm
penis?
sorry. You know, I would rather be with either Grace or the Muscle Girls. Like I did that one
Why did
year.
you should have got your picture with them so we could make fun of you.
I should have.
You know,
That's my
Chucky, he
fault.
does. It's on his phone.
It's
Yeah,
my-
he's waiting for King.
No, it ain't that. God damn it. But
So I'm told.
Oh no! It
Are you
wasn't-
writing a timestamp?
I am.
As you should.
That's exactly. How'd you know I was going to do that right now?
Because I was mentally going timestamp.
So, anyways, and it's all right. I'll take it out. So this, God damn it! This is what happened. It's you'd think.
Did they clog the toilets again?
No, they didn't. Dude, the Whopper Chopper worked like a champ. So that one
Yes.
good. That I've done a lot of work, so it didn't. That
Juice
I
up
had-
depends.
Oh, I got to tell you that this really happened, and I have witnesses again. What happened is the sponsor's wife was there. She could see. Well, I want to try and see if I can have her on to prove this. Maybe I'll
Oh,
hit
that'd
him
be
up.
awesome.
I'm going to hit him up and say, "Hey, man, can your wife come on via Zoom or something?"
So she could talk about the show too. That'd be cool.
Yeah, so she could prove what I'm saying. That first thing that happened was super great guy Mike. Shout out to you, the DJ. And
Oh, right on.
he gave me here. This is amazing too. He gave me like first I got
A trophy, a participation trophy.
No, I got.
Oh, the
I
numbers.
I did get a badge, but he gave me like a bag of numbers from the
Why?
girls.
What are you gonna do with them?
I don't.
Sniff them.
What are you gonna do with the numbers? That's dumb. Why did
Sniff
you?
'em.
Why would you even take those? It just add more shit to the pit of despair. Holy crap!
Hey, Chucky, we're all gonna get a number
I-
to enter for. We have to write our
yes,
number
maybe
down.
that's, let's see. Do I
For
have
our pay
six?
for our pay stubs.
I have 6. So I have enough that each one of us can have a number. And
Well, hold on. What are the numbers? Hold them up. Hold them up. What are the
well,
numbers?
I have. Let's see. 118. Whoa, whoa.
Okay.
118.
Okay.
I
I'm
have
just shaking my head because I'm like, why would you take those?
21. I have
Okay.
157,
Okay.
164, 162, 163, and 158. I don't know why.
I'll be 158.
Okay, well, I'll bring it to you tomorrow. That we can do that. We'll work on the next show or something. So he gave me the numbers. He goes, "Hey man, I've got these extra numbers. Okay, I'll take them."
I'm
And
a hoarder.
He gave
Yeah,
me
sure, I'll take them. I love hoarding shit.
he gave me an entire bag of all the music.
Oh,
that-
nice.
They did like all these CDs and all these thumb drives, and I mean, an entire bag of thumb drives.
Are there pictures on the thumb drives?
I don't know,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna go
Search
through.
them.
I'm gonna go through.
Search them.
Right. Some.
I can use a thumb drive.
Dude. I mean, this is an entire. This is only some. It's just crazy that the DJ Mike, great guy. He does all, which I did not know. He does everything on the fly. None of it's pre-done music. He does
Oh,
it.
awesome.
The DJ does it all in the end. So good guy. Told Mike
Takes the
I'd do a
talent.
shout out to him. Yeah, I told him I'd give him a shout out. So but this is the thing about it. He's like a fire plug. Is that the right word for it? Where you're
He's just
Like a baby
short
jar.
and stout.
he looks and he's a super nice guy, but he's Mike
Does he
is-
look like Juggernaut from He-Man?
What is the one? The He-Man had a guy that had a metal head, but like you could change heads,
Oh, that was Two-Face?
Manny face or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, but he was like he didn't have a neck. Like
Yeah.
He
this,
was very stout but robust.
yeah. This guy looks like, and because he was he works out, obviously works out, and he
Yeah, you kind of probably, if that's your gig, you might have to.
he looks like the DJ's a really nice guy. He looks like someone went and hit him.
I get it. Yeah, so he's just a short, stocky dude.
Short. I'm gonna say fire plug, and that's the
Was he
only word.
about your
Push
height?
that motherfucker
No,
over.
he's slightly shorter than me. He's slightly
Because
shorter.
you're 5'9", maybe?
Yeah, 5'9", 5'10", you know, right in that range. Downhill, I'm maybe 5'11". You know,
With
if
his
you're-
new hair, he's probably 5'10".
Do you want to see it?
Could you see over this guy?
Look at that.
Is that, huh? See it? See it?
I'm telling you, get some Just for Men so we could see it all.
Except for here, right here. If you could zoom in, you could see the scar because I cracked my head open at the bodybuilding show. You see, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right, let's see. In this, it's in this area, right there, right there.
It's a flesh
Yep.
wound. Walk it off.
See it?
Yeah. At least head wounds don't bleed too much.
I like the look. Yeah, I
That
did
did-
at the
once a
bodybuilding show
month.
during the drug testing. That's when I got.
Would you fail? He's out. Get him
No.
out of here. You can't compete, Ed.
Whoa! Hold on. Question. What are you doing with the drug testing portion?
I
You're
didn't get
watching them
drug
pee?
tested. No, I had to go up there because.
He had to go up there.
Yes, I did. I'm gonna tell.
You, Chuck. I was thinking. Just
I'll tell
in
this
the
real
arm
quick
reach.
on why you saw it right there. That big. I was bleeding, dude. I
Don't
literally was
look
bleeding.
at my penis.
No, they said, hey, they're doing drug testing for the girl. I'll go back to the DJ because it's important. But they were doing drug testing. So on the second floor, and so the guy, they had two sections. One where they went in, and it was the oddest thing.
What do they test for? Like steroids?
Yeah,
Like
the
STDs.
no,
Holy Ed.
maybe.
Ed, I crammed for the STD test all night.
You crammed for I'm rubbing poison ivy on it.
I know what S and T stands for.
No, so that was the all natural where they
Test for like what are those called? Performance enhancing drugs.
Yeah,
Right.
PEDs.
right. And here's the thing, you have to list everything that you take. Everything, because they do, I guess, that thorough of a bank attack. I don't know enough.
Well,
about
there's a lot of USDA therapeutic stuff that they don't get tested, and we have people at the gym that get popped all the time for shit. It's like, well, it's in the supplement. Well, you didn't have the supplement tested. They hid it in it.
You're kidding me, really? Like, you mean like a vitamin supplement?
So they buy this, caribou root or whatever the fuck you want to call
Right,
it. You know what I'm saying?
right, yeah.
But they don't test it, and some other companies, since they're not FDA regulated or whatever, they have to sample. They put shit in it to enhance the product. Ain't shit. It's the stuff they're putting in with it, and that's
Right.
on a banned list.
Well, now you got me worried because I take all those ashwagandha.
That might explain his boobs and shrinking penis.
If it's not tested
oh
and
God,
by the
yes.
FDA, then they could be putting all this weird shit.
Yeah, they
in
can
it,
put whatever
dude.
they want in it.
Dude, listen. Okay,
Dried up
let me-
assholes could be in that Ruganda root.
All right, let's get back to the. Let's get back to the.
Bring me there. Okay, this is the circle we got to do, Chuck.
Are we
I'm
doing
gonna-
drug testing or DJ?
I'm going to do the drug testing. Bring me to you said boobs, and then we'll go back to the DJ. So
Okay.
they said, hey, we're doing drug testing up there. It's no big deal for the dudes because this was a weird thing. They had this teeny tiny cup. All right. It had to
Well,
have been.
dude, aren't they like all dehydrated on purpose?
Yes, they do. They don't. For
Well, they
2
ain't gonna
days.
fill much of a cup. Then,
I
you
don't
know what I
know.
mean?
Show more cutness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they said that they don't for 2 days. They don't eat or drink anything because they get totally dehydrated and then they
Oh,
get.
see, I would
lean.
be like the meanest piece of shit ever. I don't eat
They
for like
are.
4 hours, and I'm like, you son of
After
a bitch.
yeah, 2 hours, I'm done.
They are. This is why I was telling you that they're normally out of their
Out of their
minds.
mind. Yeah,
Because
it's like they're doing a vision quest.
My peyote's kicking in.
dude. I'm not. This is the thing. If I don't eat like in 6 hours, I get a food headache. I don't know if
Oh
you
yeah,
do.
yeah, for sure.
A food
Yeah.
especially.
Did you
not
get hit on by one of the crazy chicks?
This is where it'll all come around. It'll all come around. Listen, and this
guessed
is why I want our sponsor's wife to come on. So this is the truth. But anyway, I'll get to that. So the guy says, "Hey, the guys was no big deal," which I always thought when I would go drug test at jobs, and if they gave me a teeny cup like that, dude, I'd fill it up and it would splash all over. How do you control your stream enough?
You can't stop your stream.
With what? Pinching the
You can't just
tip?
go and stop it.
No, yeah, I was gonna say I go and it stops.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never tried to. I never.
No,
You've never
Chuck,
been peeing like in the woods and here comes somebody and you're like, oh,
No,
Chucky, Ed tries to put his finger on the end and it sprays in two directions.
It
looks like the hose in the summer,
Exactly. About that warm, probably.
but,
honestly,
but
I
way
haven't.
smaller.
I haven't tried to intentionally stop it. I mean, I've done like the squirt when you're at the end.
No. This is different. That's trying to start it back up. This is stopping it.
Or dribbling at the end. No, I'm with Chuck.
Doesn't
You're
it
peeing
hurt?
And you can just go stop. Well, if you hold it for a minute.
A minute.
It's not like you're putting a chip clip on the end.
Right. Honest to God. There's no forcing something closed. You just stop for a second.
I probably can. Maybe
That's
I'll
probably
try
why
it.
he still pees the bed. He hasn't mastered that yet.
I'll try it tonight. I'll see if it works. I've never really.
I just had my
consciously
drug test. So I got a question, Ed.
Okay.
The girl told me,
Yeah.
start peeing.
Yeah.
Move the cup in, move the cup out, finish peeing. That's how she said you should take the sample. They don't want the beginning. They don't want the end. They know you're going to fill the fucker and splash it all over.
That's
you
it.
start
Yes.
peeing, move it over, pull it away. Finish peeing, you're done.
What are you looking at, Chuck?
I heard something in my headphones. I'm like, where the fuck did that come from?
Well, what?
You know, our house is haunted as fuck, so I'm kind of
Right.
keep my guard up sometimes.
But yeah, okay. So
If somebody comes up from behind you, Chuck, I'll let you know.
Okay,
but
thank you.
that's a thing that it would it would splash all over. So because these cups were like teeny tiny little cups that they were having them pee in. I even asked the guy, and this is the beauty. Because
Were they like, we need a
women.
witness, Ed? You sit here and watch?
not me. They have a guy in front of the door, and then you don't go
Ed
ahead.
just
Rangus.
sat on the toilet holding the cup. Go ahead.
In his mouth.
Then he moves the cup and he's like, like a dog in the garden hose. You might need a little more of the cup. Whoopsie.
No, not like that. They did have a guy at the door,
Whoopsie.
and then they had another guy.
In the other
This is-
hand, he's got a bottle of water holding it up to him.
Right. I know this because I didn't go in the restroom,
Yeah.
but they had the restroom, and then they would come out, and the guy would go, "Here you
Ed,
go."
what's
And
this taste like?
literally whoever it was would say, "Here you go," and the guy would go, "Oh no, give it to him," and then they'll turn around and they make the person snap the lid on it. You know what I mean? And then they
Yeah.
tape. They did this thing where they didn't want to touch the cup. And then
Would
they
you?
No.
Just say it. You're like, they didn't want to touch a cup. Well, no shit. Some dude just peed all over it.
Ed licks the rim when he's done.
It's like, ooh,
No, it's
I don't know what he was eating, but
right. So it was
Is that
like
broccoli?
I was gonna say, is that asparagus?
Right. That's the worst too. So what happened is that I was up there and they go, "Okay, we got the ladies coming to do their drug test." And I said, "Okay, well, I kept checking, do you need toilet tissue, paper towels, that kind of thing, because they're going to wash their
Tampons.
hands with
Need a hand dryer.
hand dryer, whatever." And he did say in the restroom, we have
Ed, does this look like a penis to you?
this
Is that a glory hole?
we have this sign that
No
says
docking.
Knuckle deep only.
two guys
No
are
docking into this
I'm
bathroom.
docked in the bathroom. we need a pair of pliers and some form of pry bar.
Like a Chinese handcuff foreskin.
Those Chinese finger cuffs.
A Chinese finger cuffs made of foreskin. Oh, that's great. No, so he says, "Hey, we have this can in the restroom and there's a sign says don't flush the female products." You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
like
they put
tamps.
tampons. He goes, "Can you empty that out?" And I was like, I don't want to. I don't wanna. They asked me
Did you go in your hazmat suit?
Exactly. Got a
So I'm like,
couple of
God-
pinchers in each
Yeah,
hand.
yeah, I'm like, God damn it. So
All right, out of the way. I got to empty the tamps.
Pads
said
and
move
tabs
it.
coming through.
so I'm like, God damn it. So I did that, and I come
We're
out.
taking it away. We're like, hold on, one more.
It's
Throwing it like a bolo.
Swinging it around, making spin art.
So he goes, "Hey, oh my God, the girls started peeing." He says they need, and I just in the process of changing everything and taking it out, and the girls, he says, "Oh, there's a girl in there," and
She just pooped in her cup. You got a poop knife?
it's like a beer thing with the thing off the top, just skimming
Just get the head off. The poop head.
The foam head. Why does it have foam? Why
Don't
does
know.
your
She hasn't eaten or drank in 2
Why is
days.
Yeah, she's
Your
dehydrated.
So he happened to say it, and I was, doing it, and he says, "Oh my God, she's starting to pee. We're gonna need tissue." So I turned and went, and I hit the top. There's a clothes rack in the one room, and when I hit that's what gouged my head, and I was like,
Did she pee on it to sterilize it?
Exactly.
Just pee on his head.
I was like,
what's a stingray?
A jellyfish,
"Oh
yeah.
God, dude!" And
Jellyfish, sorry.
I saw stars, but there was an entire room of girls, and
Did they
one
see you
girl
bleeding
peeing-
everywhere?
No, fortunately, I had my hat on, and it hit there, and I was like, "Oh man!" But I didn't want to act like a wuss in front of the girls.
Hey, why is it so cold in here?
Yeah. He passes out.
So you had the one
I
chick starts
pass out with
peeing. You had to get
get tissue in there real quick. So I did it. I put it all in there real quick so that she could, I'm like, "Ma'am, I'm
What do
really
you like put it
sorry."
on your finger and like reach in.
Right.
What do you got
There
that
you
cheap
go.
one sheet at a time
We
shit or
do.
what?
It's the worst toilet tissue
the
on the
fuck,
planet,
dude?
dude. It's so.
Is it worse than
horrible.
Palms?
Oh, it's like palms on a big giant roll.
Oh, that's the
It's
stuff they have at our
terrible.
work.
It's worse. It's terrible.
Every time you go to like pull it off the roller, you get to like the little corner. You're
and
like,
it shreds. Yeah, it shreds. It's
Yeah.
terrible. I don't know why. And it makes it almost like when you wipe, you'd swear you're taking layers of skin off. You know what I mean? It was
that's
just
crepe
terrible.
paper.
Crepe paper.
So I got it in there, and I turn around and I'm like, "Oh God!" And these girls are looking at me, and I didn't want to pass out with a bag full of tampons, and
Yeah.
and bleed.
That'd be a typical Saturday night at the Ed Money House. They find him passed out with a bag of tamps.
Oh shit! So and then I leave, and I go down. I go back down, throw out the garbage, and I'm like, "Oh!" And I take off my hat, and the hat was like had blood on the inside. And I'm like, "Oh God, no!"
The hat might have kept pressure on it though.
Because
Because
Well,
head
the hat
wounds-
might have saved you, dude.
That-
That
I'd
hat
say
might
head
have
wounds
saved you.
bleed like a motherfucker.
Oh well, you saw it. You saw the thing, and then
Yeah,
I was like, "God damn!" And I just thought I scraped it. You know what I mean? And it wasn't until I hit Tech Man Isaac like later in the evening. And asking him was the dumbest thing ever.
Did he stick his finger in it?
Because he's
Six
all-
beers and six
Yes,
shots in.
that's exactly. Rangus knows. He's like
Did he,
six
did he
beers,
like put
8
on a number and go
shots.
up there?
Rangus knows I'm asking the wrong guy, but he looked at it and he goes, "That's kind of scabby." No kidding. It's been 8 hours.
So what were we
since-
supposed to bring you back to? DJ?
Boobs and the
Tamps.
DJ. The boobs and the DJ. So
boobs.
the guys' competition, and it's funny you said that about maybe there's something in there, because that it was the
Wait.
oddest thing that there was some guys that had moobs.
Boobs?
Yes.
They
And I didn't-
weren't pecs. They were kind of.
Yeah, right. I
Okay.
mean, and I
They weren't taught.
no,
Oh.
these guys had full B cups. You know?
Were they ex bodybuilders and they'd lost their mass?
I don't know. Does that happen? So that's
Did
what
you
I was
get a
gonna-
boner?
No, no.
Did you try and milk one?
But they were conical. Like their pecs were conical.
I know what you're saying. I've seen bodybuilders with those before. You're like, wait a minute, what's going on?
Right.
They
and
lost their mass. The muscle.
I
mass.
don't know. What I was going to ask was, and this is a question. If
If it's about working out, I'm the wrong guy.
well, no. I mean, this is a body thing. That,
And Ed is definitely the wrong guy.
at our age. Now you guys don't take any. You don't take. I take over 50. Like since a
I
vitamin.
take multivitamins, and then I take another. I should take 2 different kinds.
Yeah. Okay. I take
And
a
a
bunch.
baby aspirin every day.
I take a bunch, and I take this not Centrum, but something like a Centrum, but for men over 50, and I do have the men one.
Thank
and,
goodness.
And well, the question is,
Whoa, man.
all right, there, share, but Here's the thing. I thought, and I'm going to ask a dumb question, that if you're taking a supplement and you put X amount, and maybe it has testosterone, whatever, in it, does your body say, hey, the body has too much of this in it, so it produces estrogen to counterbalance?
Well, your
it, to
body,
keep
I think your body produces some estrogen to a point anyhow.
Okay, right. Yeah, I think so. And that's why they said
so. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere.
And they did say,
But
and
the thing is, and like at your age, Ed, not ours, yours,
okay,
you're losing testosterone anyhow. You know what I mean? The older you get, you don't produce as much testosterone.
Right.
So like by working
You're
out,
54, not 24.
right, and
Right,
you know,
yeah.
eating right and all that will help. You know,
See, I've tried to watch my diet. Yeah, and I know I don't take, like they said.
Yeah, with fucking 10-inch brownies. He's watching this. fucking
yeah, with
diet.
10 of them. Yeah, thanks for sharing.
Thanks a
A-hole.
lot there, Ed.
What's the not tofu? They said has estrogen in it, and that's why
Soybeans.
really?
soy.
No,
yes.
no. Hold on a minute.
Oh.
Soybeans are high in estrogen.
Yes.
They make all that soy-based
Yes.
shit.
Yes.
And there you go.
He's not
So
kidding.
if you eat a
because-
lot of fast food,
no,
you
what,
get titties.
fast food. What
it has
does-
a lot of soy
Products?
There are a lot of soy burgers.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize, because they said, and that's why they said that let's just use the Asian culture that has tofu base. That's why they don't have as like Europeans and Americans, how we're hairier, like we've got more body hair.
It's not by
What's your
choice,
hobbit
man.
toe?
And they said because the Asians eat more tofu, that's part of it, is there's more estrogen in their system
Well,
than.
is that why? And this is nothing against the Asian.
No, not at all.
But is that why we're like bigger? Basically,
It could be. I don't know.
You know?
That's an interesting study. And I was asking it because I saw these guys and I started thinking about these supplements that they take, like Ranga said. And there were several guys that had moobs. You know what I mean? Like,
so you're like, hey, mine match yours.
no, I didn't say, but I noticed it. I was like, oh my God, it's got moobs. Well, there was one guy, there was a couple killer dudes that came and talked to me. They were real great.
Right
And,
on.
but the
They
DJ,
slap you with a moob.
no, this is where it started getting crazy. Is the DJ, again, this real nice guy, Mike, DJ, that he was there, and I get along great with every time I've seen it's the same cat. But
Did
this
they book
guy-
to come back?
oh yeah, that he's come back. Yeah, they love us. So to the
Okay, so anyhow, so there's
So-
this cat.
There's the promoter brings on the side where I'm at, which he shouldn't have done for my sake. He brought like 8 or 9 full giant trays of cookies. All right, he
Get in the candy
And-
shop.
Ed's eyes lit up,
they're chocolate chip cookies, not a joke. And this, giant chocolate chip cookies,
like the big ones, like you used to get in the bakery when we were kids.
big
Like the
giant.
six across,
Yes.
6-inch across.
Dude,
ones?
they were super super.
How many of those did you get?
I only had
Dude, I'll bet
2. I swear to you, I only had 2. I
How many
swear
did
to
you
you.
bring home?
No, I
Yeah.
didn't. I couldn't. This is why. Listen, this is why. It must have been minimum 8 trays. Minimum, dude. No, I really didn't. I didn't. Minimum 8 trays. They brought, because it was for the men and women. Is when
Right.
they're done competing, they could come off and they
And finally eat.
and finally eat. They can start
Carb up.
eating. I guess these were high protein or something, because they didn't seem like
Oh, fuck those.
They didn't seem like
Fuck that shit.
Dude, it was like they were super, when I mean dense, it was like eating a meal in this
Right on.
brown, or this
Oh, I
cookie.
bet you those would have been good in like hot chocolate.
I know, that's the worst thing. All they had was water
If we
and
had one,
cookies.
Chuck.
Who has the, give me some milk. Give
Right.
me some,
Something. Even a
And
cup
he-
of coffee.
and right, cup of coffee. So these guys, oh no, you don't want these guys eating coffee. So drinking coffee. so these guys come off stage, and the one guy that was there, I told you they got bodyguards, they got all these different people sitting around there, and they come over and they grab a cookie. He says, grab a cookie, because now if you're done, your competition's over. Go ahead and start carbing up or something. Is that what that is, Rangus? Or carbs in cookies?
Yep.
But super dense oatmeal laden.
Is it so they don't pass out and shit?
I don't know.
Probably, and they've starved themselves for 2 days. The
Yeah.
easiest way to get that back into them is that dense cookie, dense something like that.
And
Dude,
it's
I would have went to like Taco Bell.
we're just-
Give me 700 tacos, please.
And it would be like a fucking screen door in a hurricane. Shit be splattering
Oh
everywhere.
God, yeah.
So what happened is the guys would go over.
Never
And-
touch a wire, Chuck.
and this is- it's-
Never touch a wire.
It started out like the first guy comes off and he says, "Hey, what are those?" And then the guy, their stage guy goes, "Grab a cookie, and if you didn't get an award, they have these participation."
Is that what you got, Ed?
No,
Those were the buttons, Chucky.
Oh,
no, I didn't. No, I got the sponsor badge, but I didn't get the
participation trophy.
participation, like these big giant
Didn't
round things.
participate.
So yeah, I didn't participate. So they come over and the guys, and it started out that way. It's like guys were grabbing. You could see them grab one cookie and they're nibbling away.
Yeah.
Then after the second or third group, the one guy you look over and he's got 3 cookies. You know what I mean? Like this guy got
Yeah.
3 cookies go past us, and right where I'm sitting, I'm standing. Excuse me.
You see Isaac keep going through the line. I just competed. I'm gonna get a cookie.
No more than 4 feet from me is I'm staring at the back end of the DJ. All right, and then I'm on the stage.
Okay.
And this guy, so they go right past in between the DJ and me, and then I've got the security on one and anyways right past me. So they go they go past me, and then I see again 3 cookies in a hand go by. And then the fun begins, where someone goes by and they go, "Hey man," and they're eating because they're putting trophies back there because they got multiple awards, a whole 9 years. And then I see one guy go and grab a big old pile, and he starts walking by, and then the DJ turns and looks, and one guy goes walking by, and he goes. And I could see.
You can read his face.
I can read this cat's face, and he's also been around the block. He's an older guy like us, and whatever. And I was like, And then this next group came by, and there's always that one. You know what I mean?
Picks up a whole tray.
That's exactly what happened. This dude picked up a tray and started walking away. And this DJ, now we've been there 16, 17 hours. I got there at 6 a.m. and it's
Right.
now like
And the
8:30
DJ did
at
too,
night.
because he had to set his shit up.
Right there.
Yeah.
We had to let
So
him in.
everybody's tired, cranky, hungry, fucking just.
Everything. We're everything. Right, yes. And we've been there, and it's when I mean it's I'll get smelled so bad. And so this guy goes walking by with a tray. This DJ, when I mean he flipped the fuck out. he flipped the fuck out. And
Well, of course, because the guy was being a D-bag by carrying a whole tray away.
he turns around.
That's rude.
And he goes, and he's screaming. Now the DJ's littler than me, but he's like a fire plug,
Yeah.
dude. I wouldn't mess with him.
He's like
I
a football center where they're just
Yeah,
low center of gravity
yes.
and they're stopping the guy trying to get the quarterback.
Yes. And he goes, "Hey, put those fucking cookies back." I mean, technically they aren't
Yeah.
his, so who cares?
Right, but still.
And the dude just stops. He goes, "Those fucking cookies are for everybody," because it was supposed to be for men's and women's come.
Right,
The women's
right.
come after the men's.
Right.
And so this guy just says, the guy turns, says something, looking down at the DJ, because this dude's, hulking, looks down at the DJ, says something, and the DJ, you could see him go up on his tippy toes, and he goes, "What? Like he did that thing, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden the guy turns and goes back and puts the tray of cookies back down, grabs 2, and walks away. And then I was like, I'll be damned, because it's a David Goliath thing.
Yeah.
But this dude just had that look
Like he was going to rip this guy's head off.
like, I don't care. I'll topple over my equipment and I will take you out right here, right now. And I asked him, I go, "Dude, man, that's pretty intense." He said, "Do you know what those son of a bitches did at the last event?" And I says, "What?" He goes, "They have they have like a truckload of water comes in and they stack all this water up for people to be drinking bottles of water, And he goes, "These guys when the women went down to the where they were at, the guys had taken cases of water and left with it because it was the guys that didn't win anything. They got,
so like, fuck it, I'm gonna get something.
I'm gonna get something, and they took, and he goes, these are the guys, and he goes, I know who these cats were. So he went off, and I was like, wow, this guy really got intense. So I said, okay, I'll have to monitor that. Do you need me to monitor? You know, now that I've got him to guard
To back you up.
to back me up. He says, no, just make sure they only have like 1-2 cookies. He says it's no big deal. Says, I'll tell the security. I'll tell blah 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 blah. Okay, great. So the women started coming back. You know, I can argue with the women because they're so,
because they could take you.
because they were
Looking like a booger.
They're like, shut up, Baldy.
and stop bleeding
here.
and don't bleed on me. You know,
Get your blood away from me.
So these women came over, and dude, this was the first year that some of these women, they were attractive. Not that they normally.
You mean like you found attractive?
Yeah,
Because
well,
they're all attractive. It's just there were
Exactly.
certain types, right?
yeah.
Yes,
okay.
Ed.
So yeah. So okay. So I found him attractive, and so the one there was this group of girls. In fact, like I said, I'm gonna get a hold of them, see if she'll come on. That'd be great. She could verify this. They come over and they pack in the area because these women go out like 8 to 12 at a group, you know, and
Right
they're
wearing like bikini bottoms and a bikini top, but like very small.
yes,
That much.
at best I would consider it Band-Aids. You know what I mean?
I say 3 eye patches.
That's yes. And there was a couple that obviously didn't know either an event was coming up or didn't under.
Oh, they still had their winter pelt. I hear it's cold in Lorraine. I'm not going to shave.
Be left nothing to
And
believe.
what made it really? And I'm gonna admit,
But we in a headlock.
I'll say,
There's a hair in my cookie.
There's a bunch of them.
What made it worse? Oh, it's so terrible. I gotta say it. Is that so? What happened is that these girls were all stacking up, and between the tan. Have you ever smelled people that like they're all covered with that spray tan,
Fake tan shit. Yeah.
It has this very distinctive smell.
Well, don't they have a tanning station at these things?
Full one. We have a.
But listen,
Yes.
one person fake tan is okay. But when you get a group of them, it's overpowering.
It's over, and I was literally coughing backstage because it was almost like it misted in the air. You know what I mean? I know I'm not describing it right. It's like if you're in a room with
The vapors float everywhere.
like if you
fart.
no, not that. Like a bad perfume. Like if you have a ton of people with a
Like
ton of perfume,
old
on,
people perfume.
Yes, you know how it kind of gets in the back of your throat.
Yeah.
That's what
It gives you a headache.
Yeah, yes. Dude, that's exactly right.
Yes.
So, but they're in front of me, and I make it very, very clear I'm not trying to touch you. All right. I don't put my
you have
hands
your like hands up or folded across your chest or in your pocket or
exactly across my chest. And the guys on stage, they put their hands behind their back, except for when they're pointing to where
Right.
they want them to go on stage.
Right.
They put their hands behind their back, like military or something, whatever, the kind of stance. And I understand now. I understand because they're in there not in their right mind, and they might misinterpret something. So
Right.
I am literally like this.
So you're standing there covering your nipples,
covering my nipples.
covering my THOs.
And they start getting closer and closer because there's more of them piling up, and then they
Did you
got
tuck
that.
prior to the show?
They got that scent going on. You know what I mean? That scent going on, the whole 9 yards. And there was a couple that, first of all, I have to admit it, because they've got some of them were really hot. I looked down. I can't help it. You look at
You
them.
looked at their asses.
I looked at their asses, and there was a couple, like I said, that didn't realize they were going to be in an event. And it was like Chucky said,
How can I play a guitar without a guitar string?
yes. And I'm like, oh no, that's, it does something to you. And you're like, you instantly just, ooh, You know,
Ed, I'm gonna just throw this out there. Beggars can't be choosers, Ed.
I was going to say, it's the 80s, Ed.
You're
Suck it up.
80s.
80s.
Where did that come from?
The bush coming out.
Oh God! But this happened, and this is where I think there were several girls that were winning. All right, they were top, and I'm going to put one. I'll put off their site. I'll put a couple photos on there because it's on their site. You know what I mean? On here, so you can see it during editing, and I'll put it in here on the YouTube channel. So check it out, audience members, in this section here. A couple of them I'll put up, and one of the girls was just stunningly beautiful, and they were winning, and dude, these trophies were huge. So they said, hey, we don't know what to do with them, can we put them near you? And I said, yeah, I'll guard them, just put them by me. And so I remember your number, whatever, 114, whatever. And okay, great, they set it by me. So they started standing closer to me, not the statues, the girls. And there was a couple girls, I think they were intentionally screwing with me, because they started rubbing their butts against me like this.
Maybe they're itching.
They were looking for just a scratch.
Maybe they didn't wipe all the way and had that itchy butthole. And now your pant leg does.
Was their hair sticking out there too?
Oh, and then my pant leg.
Your carpenter jeans got. There must have been some wood stain or something, right?
Chucky had his tough skins on.
Please let it be wood stain. Ed, were you staining things walnut?
Almond.
That's the thickest stain I've ever seen.
It's smearing.
Is that drywall mud, Ed, you got there?
Something, but I was like, and they were rubbing right up against me, and I'm like, oh God damn, it was kind of, I liked it, don't get me wrong, except for the stain, like you're saying.
Yeah, except for the poop stain. That's kind of
because they did, the tanning spray was getting on me, but I think that they were digging on me because it was
sure, Ed.
Like I wasn't trying to touch them, like they wanted me to pay attention, if that made any sense. Like maybe I don't know. It was just very
Did you grind back?
No, I didn't, dude. I did not, I kind of just stood, I couldn't go anywhere. I was stuck against the wall behind me.
Trophies.
The wall of trophies behind me. Yeah, because I was guarding. They were amazing, some of them. And then there was one girl that she wanted like 5 giant, and she was tiny. She literally just went and broke one of them because she goes, I can't get any more in my car. So she just broke one to just get it in her car. I'm like, that's the first time I've seen it. You pay, because they pay, not a joke, they pay like $150 per category of that they're in.
Were you like, you could throw them in my truck if you like.
Yeah,
don't cut yourself on the rest though.
Oh God, there was one girl, I'm gonna put a photo up. She's beautiful girl. She was the Miss something 2022. She won this event, and she was, I didn't, in your mind you think that they like you or something, but what's the rolling your eyes? And she's sitting there talking to me, and I said,
"Is her name Candy?"
No, it wasn't Candy. So I looked at her, and I just made the comment, I go, what are you gonna do? If you win that trophy out there, this is, how you, because it's huge compared to you. She goes, oh, my boyfriend will figure out what to do. Oh, God damn it. You got a boyfriend.
It's 1 out of 56, Ed. What the fuck? You got better odds. Ed gets one strike and he's out of the fucking game.
It still was so sad.
He sets his bar real high, too. He's like, oh, look, the first place winner. Where is last place?
Oh, wait. I didn't get a chance to tell you. There was a fight at the Ace Frehley concert.
Yes, there was.
Rangus saw this too. I didn't get a chance to tell you this too, dude. When I mean full blown fight, it was an officer fighting with
a fisticuffs between a patron and an officer.
It truly was.
There was
two officers,
two different fights.
Two
different fights on each side of the theater with full-blown dudes fighting the officer, like fist fighting the officer. And it was to the point.
Dude, you don't hit a cop, man. That's the worst thing you could ever do.
Worst thing you can do. Yeah. If you're hardcore, like if you're going to fight the cop, you're a hardcore guy, because
you know the penalties for that is
It's good.
Oof.
Yes. And I had to hit him with the
Harsh.
spotlight. Did you see me, Rangus, when I hit him with the spotlight? And then I was moving it towards the rest of the theater, trying to get the attention because it was so Chucky. It was so loud that even over the
Yeah.
headset, none of the people, the stage people, could hear me going, "Officer needing assistance." And so I just hit him with the spotlight. Then I would go to the theater, move it around, and then go back to the officer, and then go back to, because he was full
So
blown.
you were blinding the officer so he couldn't see what he was swinging at with the spotlight. That's good. That's
Exactly.
good, Ed. That was really helping him.
I didn't expect that. Oh God! Oh, I wanted to tell this before we run out of time. I know we're over, but I'm going to go.
Yeah,
do this. Is then we had this comedian for the audience. If you're not familiar with him, this was his farewell tour because Bill Engvall, the comedian, he was part of the blue
Collar comedy
Yes.
tour. Yeah.
blue collar
Funny
comedy
dude.
tour. He was super great guy. I have a photo which I'll put on here of me with him. I'll put that in this video too. I'll clip it in real quick. The photo of me with him, and really, dude, he was one of those rare ones that everything you think he is, he's that guy. He's
is?
just an average cat, real nice guy.
That's just super funny, and that's
he
his
put a
thing.
video out. He put a video out the morning of the show.
Of how
He got in
tired he
late.
was.
Yeah, how tired he was and all that kind of stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
he's a down to earth guy.
Real nice guy. He's intentionally retiring at 50, like 7, because of
Lucky.
fact, right? Because he wants to spend more time with his granddaughter. He's got a granddaughter now, so he wants to spend time with her to be a good grandparent, etc. Plus, he's a multimillionaire. That helps.
Yeah, that helps.
But
Like
all,
Ed Money.
I'm a multi-hundredaire.
I'm a multi-10air.
Yeah,
I'm a multi-20.
Right. So he and all he wanted was a supreme pizza and
Nice.
something, a 6-pack or something. It was so very little in his rider.
Where'd you get the
Super-
pizza from for him?
I think they got a Yala's pizza for
Oh,
him.
good call.
Yeah, so it's
Yalas
fully-
or Rosie's?
Yalas.
That's
Yeah, it was
Or
fully loaded.
Giovanni's.
Giovanni's or what's the one on Oberlin Avenue?
That's Yala's. That's Yala's.
Seleni's.
Oh, is it Seleni's?
Seleni's.
Yeah. What's the one that merged together? Yala's with somebody else. Alicios? Yeah, maybe it was Alicios.
I don't know. Yeah, the Yalas just merged with somebody who I
That's the
saw.
oddest thing too. That was the first place I had ever seen that they have a drive-through through.
Well,
the
that wasn't
pizza joint.
intentional. What happened is somebody went through the building, so they just made it a drive-through.
Did
Yep.
they?
I have no idea. I completely made that up, but you totally bought it.
I did. You had me. I thought because for the see, for the audience, it's the oddest thing. They have imagine not a strip mall, but I'm going to use that analogy. It's like a
Well,
strip
it was
mall.
like a 70s strip mall where there was only 5 businesses in it.
Something in there. There's
5 or
I
6
think
businesses.
I think I don't know if it's still there. It was like the timeout
Timeout
bar.
Lounge.
Yeah, timeout. This bar, this Yala's pizza
A
joint,
Subway, maybe.
something, and it's in the center of the building. Is this
It's
drive-through?
drive-through.
This drive-through.
It's
Did you-
perfect, though. You don't got to get out of your car. You get your Yala's pizza.
It's just crazy. It's just things. So, yeah, that's all he really wanted, and he did this tour. But this is what I thought was really odd, is that he started doing. He had 2 shows, one at 4:30, one 7. In the first show, a lady, for whatever freaking reason, brought up this frozen box of corn dogs. All right, and that's what she brought him
It wasn't frozen if she brought it to the show.
as a gift. She went up to the
Well,
stage.
wasn't one of his earliest bits talking about a dorkfish?
I
And
don't
they're like,
know.
well, what kind of bait you use? And he's like, corn dogs.
He did really well. Then now it makes sense because I was like, "Who brings corn dogs?" to-"
Ed, were you eyeing him up? You're like, I'll take those for you, Mr. Ingful.
Actually, at the
Do you have a box of corn dogs in your freezer?
He's got 2.
I did,
Ed.
I just wait. So
He tried to deep throat one.
at the end, so no, and that was the first show. Someone brought corn dog. I thought, who brings fucking corn dog? The second show, people brought flowers, and they gave him a card with money in it, and I don't know why they did.
Here's
it was
$10.
it was
Get yourself-
20. It was a $20
Oh,
card.
if that's the case, then Go get yourself another Yalas for the ride home,
Right.
or Seleni's, or Giovanni's, or
And it was
know,
just who
Giuliano's.
I thought this guy's a multi-millionaire. Go ahead, Rangus.
No, I could see giving gifts like part of the stage act. Who is it that did the Hot Pockets? You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. So that makes sense to me. But giving him money?
Money. It was a 20. There was in the car.
He doesn't have a charity, does he? Like a Wounded Warrior or something?
He might. He might.
Oh, maybe.
I know.
You stole the Wounded Warriors corn dogs, you son of a bitch.
Because he's a good dude, and he would do something like that. But I don't know why that came to my mind. I'm like, he there's something there good.
Yeah.
He's always promoted good.
Oh, I didn't steal anything. It was the end of the night. So this dude at the end of the night, when I mean he went off the stage, he
was done.
When the show
He
ended,
did 2 shows that night.
yeah, he walked off the stage, out the back door, into the car waiting, and gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Where
I
did
thought,
he stay? Did he stay at the hotel down the road from you?
no,
He said he was here in Lorraine.
Yeah, he must have.
he might have, and I'm not aware of it, but I thought he stayed at the Hampton by the mall, that brand new Hampton Inn. But maybe it wasn't.
he
He said it might have been.
But when he made his video, he said, "I'm here in Lorraine."
Yeah,
Well,
he
he
might have
could've
been at the
been.
one on the corner by the
He
bridge.
could have been. He could have been at the Aria, for all I know. And he matter of fact, he had breakfast for the audience that's listening. There's a place called Broadway Mary's, which is just up from us, and so he did have breakfast there. He went down to Broadway Mary's and had breakfast.
Right on.
And matter of fact, during the show, so he did that, and the other lady brought money, and so I went to the dressing room
To try to get the card.
No, well, it was the card was there. The card
Corn
was
dogs.
left there, but it said
But the
in
money
there-
was gone.
The money was gone. Yeah, he probably took the money, of course. But the corn dogs were there. So Techman Isaac goes, well, what are we going to do with the corn dogs? Oh, I can eat them.
It's like, oh, I know.
Well, if you're Bill Engvall, I don't think you actually eat those things because you never know what somebody might have done to them.
And I took home. There was a fruit basket that was there. So I just took a couple of the pieces of fruit out of there.
By a couple of pieces, you mean the whole basket?
Was it an edible one on the sticks where it's all like a basket, like
Those
a
are
flower or
the
something?
worst goddamn gifts, dude. Who get the fruit is slimy. Have you ever seen those edible fruit baskets?
Are you
Or
talking
no?
about they're already cut and shit? And they're like
Yes. Yeah, on
No,
sticks.
not
I've had
the
the
tray.
cookies, the cookies on the sticks one.
Yeah.
But I've never had the fruit. I'm like, get that healthy shit out of here.
I've seen it, and it's
You give me something with sugar and frosting.
the thing is slimy. It's terrible. And during the show too, the sound company. I told him I would Josh, that it was his birthday. He just turned 30. The sound guy. So 30 years old. This is the worst thing too. Have you ever seen this I'm gonna say kid. He's not. He was a really great guy. Josh doing sound, young. He looked. What was the guy from Stray Cats?
Brian Setzer?
Is
Lee
it-
Rocker?
No. What did you just say, Brian? Is it
Brian Setzer.
Setzer, like a
Yeah, like Setzer water.
That's her on her ass.
Setzer.
He
Setzer.
he looked just like it. He even had what was it haircut?
The
called?
Pompadour?
Pompadour with a DA, right? That's
Nice.
excess.
Yeah.
He had that going on, and he had the nut hugger pants on. He was a weird thing. His legs were real tiny, but he was muscular.
Oh, he skipped leg day.
He skipped leg.
That was had pizza
But
that
the
day.
damn guy. This is what bothered me. Is
All the chicks loved him and ignored you.
God damn it! Yes, because here's the thing. He was that weird.
Why wouldn't you?
Ruggedly handsome. Where have you ever sat next to someone or seen
And
someone?
you just felt like the ugly turd.
And the whole thing. Yes, he sat next to me before I went up thing.
But you can't hate him because he's a super cool dude.
Yes, that's exactly he was. So Josh, I know, and he listened to the show, loves the show. He thinks we're all hilarious. So thank you very much, Josh, for listening. He listened to us on the Apple podcast.
Josh, thanks
so,
for putting up with Ed.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, I did.
He stole the
sat
corn
down-
dogs.
He sat down next to me, and then I'm looking. I swear, I was talking to him, a real cool guy, and then, but you could see as people walked by, because the goddamn kid was so ruggedly handsome. He had blue eyes, everything.
So help me God, blue eyes.
This is the thing.
Ed
You
was
were like
jealous 'cause
complete
he's usually
opposites of
top
the
dog.
spectrum.
Yeah, I was like the bizarro to him because he was sitting next to me talking, and a girl would walk by because they were, all ages were watching the Bill
So
Engvall
it's
show.
like, hey,
And they'd walk by and he's sitting there talking to me, and I could see past him, and a girl would like look over at him, and I'd go, oh, do you need help getting your seat? And they would like looking at him, and then they'd look at me and go, no, that's all right.
get out of here, Toad.
Exactly. Get the fuck out of the way here, Hobbit Toe.
But they would look at him, and I'm like, God damn! I wish I was a handsome guy again.
Well,
Especially
you could be, but you're not. So anyhow,
Next topic.
when I told him I'd shout out to him, Josh, happy
Right on.
birthday from the sound company. He was a good guy, but God damn it, stop being handsome. Just like
just get old and fat like the rest of us.
just get old and fat. That's right. God damn. No, we're over.
Okay. Yeah,
we're
let's
we're
call
over
it.
80 minutes. Yeah. But audience member, thank you for all the things you're doing. Thanks for listening. We're going to leave you again. Let me grab the sheet with Wildfire. It's damaged, but we still work. So check them out. I'll put the blah, 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 the photos at the end. Thank you for all the things you've been listening. Late Night with Ed Money here on our website, which is edmoneylive.com, where it's real people have real conversation about life. You're always listening to myself, Ed Money. Right over here is CPAP Chuck.
We'll see ya. That's me when Ed finally mails me my check.
Raking in the money, Chuck.
You hear that, Ed? Write out my
Yeah,
check
speaking
already.
of, Ed, when are we getting our W-2s?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It's been a long struggle, but I'm working. And right below me is Rangus, the Bionic Vampire Prepper.
Hello, good night, and good evening.
Thank you for all things, audience members, and please like, share, subscribe, tell 2 people about the show. Check out the BitChute, check out the YouTube, check out anything that's out there. Sponsors, everybody. Just thank you for all the things you do. You guys have been fantastic for listening. Can't thank you enough for that. Always remember that you are somebody, and don't be materialistic because it gets you nowhere. And after that, we are out of here.
Wanna go out, but I wanna stay home. I'm with my friends, but I'm still alone. I wanna feel love, but I don't love myself. And I feel so far from everybody else. Don't let them see me drowning in pressure. Trying to fit in, but it just makes it worse. Pushy opinions out like they don't hurt. Yeah, we're all damaged, but we still work. We still work. We still work. We still work. Crowded room, I can't move, but in my head, thoughts are racing. Empty words, I'm not sure how much more I can fake it. And all I know is no one really knows me at all. I wanna stay out, but I wanna go home. I'm with my friends, but I'm still alone. I wanna feel love, but I don't love myself. And I feel so far from everybody else. Don't let them see me drowning in pressure. Trying to fit in, but it just makes it
You've been listening to Late Night with Ed Money, brought to you by 3 Bowls of Crunch Production. Late Night with Ed Money is a copyrighted show, and any unauthorized reproduction for sale is strictly prohibited without written and or verbal consent from Ed Money. Otherwise, we'll find out where you live and beat the shit out of you. Thank you for listening.